Hello and welcome to a Blu-ray edition of BADLego Reviews. This came in the post today, the Justice League Attack of the Legion of Doom. Longest title ever award goes to this one. As it says, it's an original movie. We've had some Blu-rays and DVDs which have been cut scenes from the games put together and packaged up, and people have bought them, myself included, because of the figures they get. They have started to put out some original content like this. There was a previous one which was the BADLego figure that was based around the Bizarro story. So I haven't watched the actual movie yet, but what I thought I'd do is a quick review of the figure itself so you can see what he looks like, whether you think this is a set or I guess DVD pack that you want to pick up. In the UK this retails about, well, it's from Amazon, it was £8, brand new. Guarantee in a couple of weeks, maybe months, you'll be able to get this for £5 in some shops. But again, in the US you can probably pick this up cheaper, because again, shops try and be as competitive as possible, but it's when it turns up in shops that you have to wait. So if you're willing to wait, you probably want to do that, because you're only going to get one figure. The DVDs, the content is okay. From previous experience, you get over an hour's worth of story, so that's not too bad. It's like a movie, and they're normally quite funny. They've got some good voice talent and plot and stuff, so it's all good stuff. But anyway, let's go in and have a look at the figure in more detail. So here he is in close-up glorious detail. This is DC's The Trickster, normally an antagonist for The Flash, famously played by Mark Hamill in the TV show and the original TV show and the modern 2015 remake, so that's quite cool. Again, DC are known for sort of weird and wacky villains, Jokers, Riddlers, to name a couple. Sort of, this is on that same theme. So the clothing is always quite outlandish, quite bright, and as you can see here, we do get some bright detail and some good print work. As you can see, the arms have been printed with short sleeves. You get the blue gloves, which fits in with the whole design. Yellow spiky hair, which if I'm not mistaken is fairly uncommon. I don't know of any licensed figures that have that. I'm sure someone will tell me if that exists elsewhere. And worth noting as well, you can see the print on the trousers, side and front, which is always a nice little feature. If you're a bit of a perfectionist, you have to line up the lines on the hip joint and the legs like me, so he stands upright, but that's fine, because he does. So he gets the T logo, if you can just about see that, on his belt and elsewhere on his sort of trick harness holster with all the little gadgets and bombs and gizmos that he has. The only thing I would say is a negative for this figure is it is a single-sided face. Now that's normally fine, but only if you have a figure with perhaps short hair, so you would be able to see the back of the head. But I think because the expectation and demand for licensed, especially superheroes figures, is so high, we also expect a lot more bang for a buck, especially when you are going to pay more money for a licensed figure. But that's not the end of the world. It's still a good figure. It's a nice addition to the collection. I personally am trying to get every figure that comes out, especially if it appeals to me design wise like this does, and it will look good amongst my collection with all my other villains. So probably worth you picking up if you only want the figure. You know, £4 or £5 absolute tops to go into your collection. The content, the DVD content, is more a side thing, I think, for Lego now than the actual figure. You know, the figures are the main draw, and without them they just wouldn't shift as many. But some people will different and enjoy the movies. Obviously they're aimed at younger audiences, so they're PG rated, so you can put them on and anyone can watch them. All good stuff. I will put a picture up of it, Trickster, next to the sort of the comic version, or what it's supposed to look like. You can see how accurate it is. Okay, so as you can see in the comic version of Trickster. This is, if you just do a quick Google search like I have, this is the picture that will come up near the top of those search results. And as you can see, the hair, the torso, the legs, generally the design, obviously there'll be different versions throughout different eras of comic book history for this character, but I think this is a pretty good likeness for the Trickster minifigure.